I don't think of myself as a creative person, although that goes directly against me recording this review, right? On some level, I have to be creative to write an interesting review of a game, I hope this is interesting, then edit the video together, and hopefully it comes out to my vision. I still feel incredibly odd playing Passpartout because I need to be creative and paint. Well, not only paint, but then be judged by people that come through my shop and hate the art. Passpartout's art judgment system is wonderful. Start with a blank canvas, and after you're done with it, hopefully someone will think it's art and buy it. There are different styles of paintings that sell better to different crowds. It's actually based on the type of painting, which makes it very interesting. I can't imagine it's analyzing the painting for shapes, but who knows? What it does know is how long you take to create the painting and your brushstrokes. Do you try and please people to sell the art, or make the art you want to make? My most popular paintings for some time involved pizza. I consider myself an expert in pizza paintings, and my collection of 30 different pizza slices has rocked the art world. Anyway, you do have expenses, so you definitely need to sell some paintings. You will lose if you run out of money, although I never found it that difficult to make something that sells. In fact, I would go so far to say that it's very easy not to lose. The game gives you every opportunity to sell paintings. The first stage, you can pretty much shit out anything and it will sell. The audience you can sell to is very large and enjoys almost anything. On Act 2, there will be some customers that will buy almost everything. However, there are some customers that want a particular style. The game encourages you to sell to a specific crowd. Only the third act really steps it up in terms of painting to a particular style. By then, hopefully, you know which paintings are really desirable. The customers definitely get harder to please, and even paintings that I thought were perfect, they were not a fan of. So it's not impossible to imagine running out of money later in the game, it just seems really difficult. There is a strange haggling mechanic, and I just don't understand the point. Most of the time, they will pay more, but sometimes the price will go down. If it's too low, just don't sell the painting and someone else will come along. It's just a little out of place because most of the time artists set their own price. Then the customer haggles them down. No comment on that practice, but in the game, it's a little weird that the customer offers the price and you haggle with them to increase it. I suppose setting your own prices would have complicated the game. I'm glad they kept it simple, but I think haggling could have been eliminated completely. It might be making a statement about how art is worth more to different people, or I might just be looking too much into it. Part of the game is the emotion of getting a nice painting done, and everyone that looks at it calls it garbage. It's a little rough hearing their reviews, yet here I am making a review of the game. I realize that's pretty silly. You want to please your customers though, and you want to have enough money to eat. I ended up taking some of the paintings very seriously in hopes that I could progress through the game. I feel like that's where the game tears you down, when those paintings don't sell. I feel lost. I feel empty. I am artiste. The actual act of painting is fun and simple, which is important since that's all you'll be doing. There are eventually 3 different ways to apply paints to the canvas: the starter brush, spray paint, and a pen tool. Each is useful in their own way, but I use the simple brush the most. The spray can is, as you would assume if you've ever used Microsoft Paint, while the pen tool is used to create smooth lines. It has the largest learning curve, and I just don't see the point in using it at my skill level. While there's enough here to paint anything you want, I of course wish there were more tools and colors. Be aware that you're probably going to be painting with a mouse, like I did. It's not precise, and I have no idea how they got some of the artwork in these screenshots. I have to assume they were using a different input device. I'm sure some people can do amazing work with a mouse, but it is not easy, and I'm terrible. Luckily, I don't think the way your customers judge your paintings has any relation to skill. but that's the part of the game that might bother people. You spend a lot of time creating art and it could look amazing, but if it doesn't fit into the game, it won't sell. Even if you have real skill, it could be undesirable. If you take the game too seriously, it's not going to be fun. Same with the input too. As I said, you're probably not going to be able to create anything with perfect lines using a mouse. Just like real painting, there is no undo feature. I think it could be frustrating for someone who is used to Photoshop. Passpartout also has a cute setting inside a living puppet theater. That's why the characters look a little off, but it suits the game so well, just adds another unique layer on top. Also, for some reason, there are ghosts that come in and visit your gallery. If you sell them a painting, they give you a hat. It's very odd. Then when you restart, you can wear the hat. I wanted to mention the ending, so if you wanted to play the game and experience it, skip to the time shown on the screen now. You've been warned. 3, 2, 1. The ending of Passpartout is so strange. Eventually, you've sold enough paintings that you're famous and your paintings sell for ludicrous amounts of money. Well, I sold just 1 or 2 at that price, and then the game just ended and showed me 50 years later I'm dead. However, your paintings still live on in a gallery. Even some of your earlier works are hanging on the wall. Just like real life, you got lucky and now you're famous. It's kind of abrupt. After grinding so hard to get the painting sold, then the game is over? I wonder with this type of game, what else they could have done. Because of this ending though, I was not satisfied from all the time I put into the game. I look back now, and as much as I enjoyed the game, sometimes it felt like a slog. Something a lot of people can overlook if it has a good ending, which wasn't there. It's nice they pull up your older paintings on the wall so you can see how far your style has changed. I definitely got better. It's a minimal ending that I think was a missed opportunity to add some story. I also think no ending would have worked because there is no ending into an art career. Just keep painting. Overall, Passpartout is fun if you can get past a blank canvas and try to create your masterpiece. I really enjoyed how smart the game is about judging your paintings. There are also several different paths to beat the game, which correlate to different art styles. It could be fun to play again trying to paint a different style than my first time through, but I don't think I will. I really enjoyed how unique Passpartout is and how much creativity I felt when playing. It's a pure art experience that differentiates itself from the other indie games. There is some pleasure to sell the paintings, but it's all about being creative and making art. I think you'll love it too. No drawing skills required. Hey, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. I had a lot of fun making it. I had a lot of fun playing this game. And if you have any masterpieces that you make, send them over. There's an export feature. You can Twitter them at me. I would be interested to see what you can pull off with a mouse. It would be pretty interesting. My paintings were all terrible. Thanks.